Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle, for those of you who are brand new around here, and for all of my regulars, welcome back. It's so wonderful to have you. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you all. Today on the channel, we're actually going to be doing a little thrift flip. My husband and I spent some time doing some yard sailing this past weekend, and oh my goodness, did I find some fun stuff. Now, I have to start off by saying we did take the littles with us, so it was really hard to kind of get out and shop around. We couldn't stop at a lot of houses, but I saw this one item from like a mile away, and I made my husband stop immediately. I had him get out of the car and check it out, and I am absolutely thrilled with the piece that we found. So I'm really excited to get into this video and show you exactly what we found and what we're going to do with it to flip it and make it look awesome. Okay, so the item that I found that was super duper exciting was this old galvanized metal sink. I love this piece. It is so stinking neat. Like I said, I saw it from like a mile away. We were wandering around different yard sales and whatnot. We were actually like slow driving by the different yard sales because we had the boys in the car with us. But I saw this piece from like up the street and I was like, oh my goodness, we absolutely have to stop and see that. I would love to take this and put it in our yard and add a lot of dirt into it and whatnot and turn it into a beautiful planter with just some fun, whimsical feel to it. So that is exactly what we're going to be doing with this piece. I saw it, like I said, at a yard sale. I don't know if I said this already, but it was $20, which I thought was a fantastic piece for a double metal sink. And we can use this over the years. My thought is that we can use it for, well, we got flowers for it for this year to make it really pretty, but like in the future, we could also use it as an herb garden. I'm not 110% sure what we're going to do with it in the future, but for this season at least, we are absolutely going to be using it for flowers. I got a ton of flowers from a bunch of different locations earlier this morning, so I'm going to plant this guy up and I'm going to bring you guys along as we flip this guy into a beautiful planter. So the very first thing that we are doing starting off in this project is adding some wood to the bottom of the barrels. This is going to be helping us with our drainage in the future to make sure that there's enough space for some water to drain out. And then we are adding our potting mix. We got this fantastic potting mix from Lowe's, and it is mixed with both fertilizer in it as well to really give some health and life to the plants. Once I had all of my potting mix in, I kind of took the flowers that I had purchased at both a local garden nursery as well as I got 2 plants from Lowe's and 3 different vines from Produce Junction. But I took those and I put them all around the sink so that I could kind of get a feel for the design that I wanted to create in this space. And what I like about this is you can kind of pick the plants up and move them around till you get the exact sort of design or style that you're looking for without committing to an exact space for all of them to live in. Now the plants that I did get from the local nursery were 4 packs. This was actually a fantastic deal. They did an entire flat for $16. So if you're a garden novice, an entire flat is 8 containers with 4 plants per container. So all in all, I was able to purchase 32 plants for just $16, which in my book is a fantastic deal. The plants that I did end up grabbing were cosmos. I love cosmos. I think they have the most beautiful and whimsical, not only flowers, but just greenery in general. They have these kind of very spriggy sort of leaves to them, and I think they're beautiful. And then I picked up 2 different 4 packs of dahlias. Dahlias also have some of the most beautiful blooms I've ever seen. I think they're fantastic. I picked up 1 4-pack of salvia, and I ended up splitting the salvia and doing 2 salvia per sink container. And then, like I said, I picked up these vinca vines from Produce Junction. Produce Junction is usually fabulous for their plants. However, I think we went like a week or 2 early for the planting season, so Produce Junction really didn't have that much when we got there, but there was a ton, like I said, at the other local nursery that I found a fantastic deal at, so I was very happy with them. And then the two most expensive plants that we got were this beautiful orange and yellow plant. I've never seen this leaf structure before, but apparently it is a type of geranium. I don't know what type of geranium. I'm really excited to watch it bloom, but my husband and I both saw this plant and really loved it and thought it would be such a beautiful plant to watch grow, so we purchased that. And then we bought this beautiful sort of purplish wine colored potato vine. I love potato vine. It always looks so beautiful. As long as you purchase potato vine well out of the frost season, they do really well usually in our yard. Our growing zone is a 7B, so definitely need to get past mid-ish May, early to mid-May, so that there's no more frost in the forecast for the potato vine to survive. I made the mistake one year of buying a potato vine in April, and we had a frost overnight one night, and it shriveled up and died so quickly. So I learned my lesson. I make sure to not plant any potato vine around our house until usually after Mother's Day. I did this about a week before Mother's Day, but usually I try to do it after Mother's Day, so I know for sure that there is no more frost on the horizon. And then, like I said, I put both the dahlias and the cosmos and the salvia on this side as well, and I cannot wait until this planter is in full bloom. I love how beautiful it came out. And then while I was out here planting, I decided to do two other projects. I wanted to up pot a plant, and I wanted to plant a propagated plant. I know that's a lot of P's in one sentence, but I thought this was great with my thrift flip idea, because even though the container that I got for the up pot I actually purchased at Home Goods, the other container I purchased from an estate sale. Actually, you can see all of the pots in the background there. We found at an estate sale all of those pots for about $10. I was so excited to find all of these beautiful vintage terracotta pots. They're aged beautifully, and I already have started planting things in them all over our home. But to get our fiddle leaf ready to be up potted, I just threw some of that dirt, again the potting soil, into this large container. Up potting means you're just moving from a smaller pot up to a larger pot as the root system grows. And then I was very careful and slow to gently take this plant out of its original pot, because I did not want to disturb the root ball as much as possible, and I gently placed it into its new home. And then I actually put some dirt up around the existing trunk just to make sure that it was really well placed into the pot. And it was sturdy as it stood on its own. If you have ever had a fiddle leaf, they can get quite large to a tree size, and I have had this fiddle leaf from its tiny little baby self when I got it at Trader Joe's about 5 years ago. I love it. I've been slowly up potting it year after year, and I'm finally excited to get into this huge container. And then for my final project, I am actually putting in this pothos plant that I've been propagating for the past actually month or two now, I think, in just a container of water. And I am using these beautifully aged terracotta pots that I found, like I said, at an estate sale. I think they're absolutely stunning. And I have been propagating this plant on my windowsill for a good month or two. Now it has some gorgeous root to it. And propagating is so easy. I just cut off the ends of my pothos plant that we currently have. I put it in a container of water for about a month until it had some really beautiful new root structures, and then I just buried those root structures deep into the new dirt system. I just love this plant. It is a stunner. We've had our original pothos plant, I am not even kidding you, for 30 years now. We got this plant when I was a child, and I brought it to my house when me and my husband got married and moved in. We've currently had it at our house for 10 years. I love this plant. It is my baby, and I love being able to propagate little pieces of her. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I love how this came out. All of my plants are coming out so lovely. I love this little thrift flip idea. I'm so glad that I saw this, like literally just as we were driving by from like a mile away. I was like, yes, I know exactly what I want to do with that. So I was really happy I found this. If this is the type of content you like, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new around here. I love to make videos all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. I love making my home beautiful. I love being able to take items that are maybe somebody else's trash and turn them into treasure, all of the things. So if that's your enjoyment as well, just give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys on our very next video. I'll see you real soon. Bye.